5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? You guys are tuned into The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. Miles, what's good? What's going on, man?
Man, just out here hustling, man. Out here hustling. You hear me talking to these store owners.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Get my product in the store, nigga. That's how we do. What's going on with you?
I'm chilling, man. Just trying to make it happen, you know? So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the difference between chasing women and pursuing women, okay? Because dudes is getting this shit all mixed up. So we gotta really make it clear today. You feel me? But before we get into that, you know, we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna get into some news. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Master the game and join dating and life coach Mr. Locario live in New York City on Saturday, March 25th in Times Square for the Bad Boy Seminar. Mr. Locario has some exclusive realistic approaches to the dating game that will help you be successful with women. Purchase your tickets at MrLocario.com. Space is extremely limited, so pick up your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
All right, we are back on The Bad Boy Show. All right, so, man, there's been some crazy shit happening in the news, man. Some crazy shit. This is some funny shit, actually. So, I got a story the other day about a guy who got banned off of Tinder for, you know, allegedly leaving sexist and racist remarks to the chicks that he was like hollering at. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So what happened is some dude named Nick, because you know on Tinder it has your first name, so some white dude named Nick or whatever. And so what happened was he was hitting up some chick, and then one of her friends, in the story it said one of her friends, some dude, I guess some Captain Save a Whole Friend Zone nigga.
Oh no!
You understand?
No, hold on. You see. It's just like at the end of The Matrix. And for y'all young niggas who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a movie out there called The Matrix starring Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne and Carrie Ann Moss. Watch that fucking movie. You see at the end of the movie, niggas, he's running through the city and niggas start turning into agents.
Right.
And fucking running after him, man. He's fucking, oh man.
Pretty much.
It's worse than you hear that. Because you expect for the females to act stupid. Bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
you got the niggas out here caping it heavy. So basically, when I went on the article, they were showing screenshots of the back and forth that the guy Nick was having with this chick. And then so the chick, her friend, the Captain Save-A-Ho dude, his name is, I think, Kevin or something. So it was like, you know, Kevin posted these up.
He probably like that bitch and stuck in the friend zone.
Right, exactly. So Kevin's stuck in the friend zone. And he posted up the screenshots of the fucking exchange or whatever. So basically what happened is that the guy Nick was hitting her up, and they was having a regular conversation like, hey, what's up, you know, what are you up to, how you been, what's going on with you, whatever. And then so the dude Nick, he was like, yo, you know, let's get together or whatever, right? And then I think what happened was the chick sort of was like not responding at a certain point. And then so I guess the dude Nick sort of got annoyed, and he was like, yo, you know, you're being a time waster. And then he said, and I quote, you got a great body with an empty brain. Okay, so
right.
So he says that to her or whatever.
That's pretty much the truth.
Right.
For like 80% of these broads out here.
Right.
Straight up.
Pretty much. But see, and this is the thing you gotta understand, is that the point where Nick went wrong was you can think this, you understand, but you can't say it on shit like Tinder or OkCupid or anything, because see, the thing is with these chicks on these websites, right, is that they you know, and not even just with the websites, but in general, like, women are allergic to reality. You understand what I'm saying? So when you because this is the thing, like, a lot of times what girls do on these sites is that they go back and forth with you. You understand? Because sometimes they'll say shit like, you know, oh, you know, I want to get to know this guy. All right, I got to feel him out or whatever. And, you know, so they ask you a whole bunch of questions and all this other shit, waste a lot of time trying to get to know you. You understand what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, and all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, well, I'm just not going to come see you. You understand? So now you wasted a whole bunch of fucking time with this chick going back and forth. And this is why I be telling you guys, when you on them online joints, try to get the number fast and try to meet up with the chick fast. You understand? All that back and forth shit is a waste of fucking time, because this is the thing. The excuse that a lot of people give is that they'll say, you know what? But because, you know, I even heard some guy say this, where they'll say like, yo, but, you know, I want to chat with her a little bit on there so I can, you know, feel her out to see if she's the type of girl I want to see, because then I don't want to waste time having to go on a date and blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that sounds, you know, logistically, it sounds logical on on, you know, when you look at it objectively. But what you got to understand about, especially when you meet in women online, is that you're never going to know if you are really feeling her until you actually meet her in person. So all that other shit you're doing back and forth, it's not going to matter until you meet her in person anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Because 90-something% of communication is nonverbal, meaning you have to see the vibe, you understand, between you and her in person. So it doesn't matter how much. So, and even for her, but see, women don't understand this. So this is why they're going off of that. Oh, I got to text him and get to know him online and blah, blah, blah. So she's wasting time and she doesn't even know it. You understand? But you as a man, you should know better. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why you need to get her offline quickly. You feel what I mean? Because
and another thing too, I want to say,
right.
You really gotta be careful what you say on these online dating sites, because everything you say is documented.
Right.
You don't really want to say too much. So you want to get her in person so you can tell her how you can sort of tell her how you really feel.
Right, exactly.
Like when you see her in person, you get close to her, you whisper in the ear like, yo, I want to rip your fucking panties off and fuck the shit out of you.
Exactly.
Now, she could tell anybody what you said, but it's your word against hers, and nobody recorded it.
Exactly.
When you text it back and forth on these fucking sites and shit, everything is documented. So
right.
You gotta be careful.
Right, and just like this story, this is why this guy got, you know, they screenshotted what he said. You feel what I'm saying? And they put it up. You see what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you something similar. I ain't going as far as to like get charges brought and all that shit, but I got kicked off for I forgot which one it was. I got kicked off for one of them shits for like a month or something. Or no. I had to fucking make a new screen name and password because I was telling these bitches, yo, I just want to fuck. Holla at me.
Right.
Like, I was putting out that message. Yo, next day I went on, I tried to get on that shit, and them niggas was like, yeah, your account has been suspended.
Right. Right.
You know, some type of shit. So yeah, you got to be careful.
Right, and that's the whack part about online dating. Because you know, as a man, right? You saying, because you saying that on an online site, that'll get you kicked off. But if you was to say that to a chick in person, you probably be getting your dick sucked at this moment. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the stupid part about it. That's the goofy part about the whole shit, is that you can't really, you know, do what you need to do to really make shit pop on those online dating sites, unless you sort of like go around the system and, you know, do all that other dumb shit. So the stuff that he was saying, you know, they were saying he was saying sexist stuff and racist stuff. I didn't even see the racist stuff because there was nothing in there that I saw that was racist. Maybe there was other ones they didn't put up, but I didn't see any racist stuff. But also, you know, the thing is that the way that you know, these women communicate on there a lot of times is usually a lot of attention whore shit. And the thing that gets me annoyed about the whole situation is that women are extremely inconsistent. You understand what I'm saying? Because one girl will say, oh, you know, I like, she'll text one guy and ask him a whole bunch of fucking questions because she's trying to get to know the nigga, right? Then the next nigga, he'll be like, yo, what's good? What you doing right now? And she'll come meet that nigga in an hour. You understand what I'm saying? So it all depends on who the guy is, her mood, and all this other shit. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of chicks that be on that bullshit, and they be on that time wasting nonsense. But again, this is why you got to get them off the line quickly. You feel what I'm saying? And if they ain't trying to do that, then fuck them. You feel what I'm saying? And that's that. That's that. But anyway, so in other news, so Remy Ma came out with another diss track for Nicki Minaj. It was called Another One. And the track was terrible. Okay, so Remy Ma should have just chilled and let that you know, Sheether track ride, because now she fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So she was trying to do the Drake thing, where you see how Drake came out with Charged Up and then he came out with Back to Back. You understand? Right. But the reason why Drake came out with Back to Back was because people were saying Charged Up was kind of soft. You feel what I'm saying? But Remy's Sheether track was hard as fuck.
Did another one first.
What, say that again?
She should have came out with another one first.
Right.
And called it something else, of course.
Right.
And they came out with Sheether.
Right, you know exactly. See? She fucked up. You know what I mean? And then Foxy Brown dissed Remy. She had some song. It wasn't even a song. It was like a 16-bar verse where she said some shit. Like, it was just like, I was like, what was the point of all that? But anyway. But you were saying the other day that some dude came up to you hollering at you on some industry shit. Let them know what you, because you was
nah. Because here's what it is, right? Like, I'm an entrepreneur. Like,
right.
I provide a service, right? Now, I'm at the point where, like, I mean, I still do certain shit for free, but you know, even when I do shit for free, there's a purpose behind it and shit. You understand? And I literally have a business plan that incorporates doing shit for free, where I still have an option to make money on the back end and shit like that.
Right. Because
again, I'm a businessman, so it's what I do. So, but I'm at the point now where I'm concentrating on getting the correct client. Right. Because I know who I am. I know the type of service that I provide. I know my level of quality. You understand? And I know everything that I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
And I say all of that to say this. Like, this is why we talk to y'all niggas on this podcast, on this show, and we keep reiterating that you gotta know what you're about. You gotta know who you are and know what you're comfortable with. Because when you know all these things about yourself, and as a businessman, you know all these things about your business and the level of quality, what you're worth, and what you provide, you don't let people come and talk your price down and talk you out of you conducting business as you would usually conduct it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
I got a referral from one of my recent customers who loved what I did. So she's running around telling everybody about me now. So she was like, "Oh, I got this guy. He's doing this event. It's supposed to be an all-white event, and they need your services or whatever." So I call the dude. First thing, he gets on the phone like, "Oh, I'm at the Waldorf Astoria at a real estate conference and all this shit." Now, if you know about what the Waldorf Astoria is, that's like one of the most expensive hotel chains on the planet. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ain't going front. When he said that, I was like, "Oh, well, maybe this is a well-to-do nigga, and maybe it might be a good situation. Maybe the venue might be dope, and I'll be able to do my thing, and everything will be fine, right?"
Right.
So he's like, "Yeah, all right. So meet me at this address. I'm about to get out of this meeting, and blah blah blah." I'm like, "All right, cool, boom." The nigga had me meet him in one of the hoodest sections of the area where I'm at. Like, wow. I'm talking about niggas is. I'm parked in the fucking plaza. Niggas is like literally 10 feet away from me rolling up weed, and I can smell this shit. And I'm thinking to myself, is these niggas about to get arrested? Like,
right.
You got ladies selling fucking socks and white beaters on the corner. Son, the nigga called me and said, "Yo, I'm coming right now." First of all, he told me to meet at a certain time. I got there at the time he told me to meet me. Nigga was 20 minutes late. 20 minutes late.
Wow.
Then I got out the car. he called me and was like, yo, I'm here. Where you at? So I get out the car. I'm calling him. I see a nigga answer his phone. Now, the nigga that's answering his phone is standing next to a truck with fake purses in it, my nigga. He's standing next to a truck. So he's out here selling fake purses and shit. Now, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me not judge the book by its cover. I'm an entrepreneur. He's obviously an entrepreneur. Maybe he hustling, just trying to make ends meet. Let me not judge the book by its cover.
Right.
I walk up to the nigga, and mind you, I'm like, yo, it's me, blah, 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 blah. These are the services I provide. The nigga would not make eye contact with me, son.
Wow.
He was fixing up his fake bags and talking to his partner or whatever, and he kept, like, throwing me, like, sentences and phrases trying to conduct business with me.
Right.
Now, that's the first flag. That's the first flag where I said to myself, I know who I am, and I need a person that's at least going to respect me enough to give me eye contact when they're talking to me.
Right.
At that point alone, now, it wasn't when I saw the fake bag or when he told me to meet him in the hood. Those weren't the reasons why I wanted to leave. The reasons why I wanted to leave was when I'm talking to you about my services and what I could provide, and you're not giving me no eye contact as a man.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And because I know like, again, I'm going to reiterate, I know who the fuck I am, and I know I'm the type of person that when I'm talking to somebody about business, I'm showing them respect and I'm giving them eye contact.
Right.
You're fucking with me right now. You're not doing it. I'm ready to leave at that point in time.
Right.
So then he starts talking about, he's like, so what's your rate? So I tell him my rate, and I tell him what I provide.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga has a problem with my business. First of all, he has a problem with my rate. Then he has a problem with my the services I provide.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, well, you know, that's just what I do. And he's like, oh, so you trying to because like I said, if I do something for free or if I do something at a discounted rate, I still allow myself to make money on the back end. So he's like, oh, so what you trying to tell me? You want me to pay you to give you the opportunity to make more money after the fact? And I'm like, yeah, but if you're getting a discount up front, why can't I have the opportunity? And then I said to myself, am I arguing with this nigga?
Right.
Am I arguing with a nigga in the hood selling bags off the back of his car, right? And he's not giving me no fucking eye contact?
Right.
Now, this is like 3 minutes into the conversation.
Right.
And on top of that, I got another person calling me, hitting my phone while I'm standing there talking to him, who needs services from me, right?
Right.
Oh, my God. And let me tell you, my car is full of products that I need to go drop off so I can pick up more bread than this nigga has in a fake bag worth in his fucking car right now. You understand me?
Right.
So all these things is going through my head. And you know what the nigga had the nerve to do?
What?
This nigga started telling me, yo, I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I'm the nigga that made Plies hot. You know Plies the rapper?
Right.
It's like, I'm the nigga that made Plies hot, and ain't no way you gonna charge me up front and then still want to make money off the back end and nobody knows. I said, hold up. I said, let me tell you this right now, bruh. I said, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so all of this I really don't need to hear. I've heard it all before.
Right.
It's either you want my services or you don't.
Right.
And if you don't, I can keep it moving.
Right.
So the nigga said, all right, brother, I'll talk to you later. I gave him that, and I was out of there. You understand
Right.
Listen to me. And you can equate this to bitches, too. Every bitch is not for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Real fucking talk.
Even the ones that you see that you like, if that bitch is not giving you no eye contact and she's not being cooperative, it's not for you.
Exactly.
As an entrepreneur, I hustle for the opportunities that are for me. Every fucking opportunity is not for me. You understand?
Right.
Just because I'm gonna provide a service and make some money doesn't mean it's the right opportunity for me. You understand? Because the services I provide, I love what I do. And if I'm not comfortable, or the person that's trying to hire me doesn't vibe or click with me, I don't give a fuck how much money you coming with,
right,
or who you know in the industry, or how many connections
Right. Real
That's
fucking talk.
You're not supposed to care how fat her ass is, how cute her face is, how thick her lips are, and how they would look wrapped around your dick. My nigga, it's not for you. It's not for you. If that bitch is not cooperating, you keep that shit moving. You know why? Because the more time you spend arguing with a bum ass nigga in the hood with fucking fake bags in the back of his car, is the less time you're gonna have to go find the correct client that wants and needs your services.
Exactly.
And the less time you're gonna have to find that right chick that's gonna be cooperative and give you exactly what you need as a man.
Right. Real fucking talk. Now, and that's exactly what we've been saying all this time. Like, it's like, yo, the whole game is about you. So just like you out there, you know, trying to get your services popping off, and then this motherfucker's on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't doing nothing for you. You feel what I mean? Like, that ain't doing nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know what Plies got to do with me, son. I really don't know.
right, exactly. Like, why would he even bother?
I don't want to know, because I don't listen to Plies. I don't listen to Plies. Now, I mean, Plies is probably nice to whoever.
Right.
And I'm not taking away from Plies, but I'm saying, if I don't listen to Plies, if that's not my brand of music, then what's the point then? You feel me?
Right. And I'm like, what that even got to do with anything? Like, okay, so you made Plies hot, and like, what does that got to do with what we trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that should be mad funny. Niggas trying to be on that bullshit. Oh, fucking stupid. But anyway, talking about stupidness, in other news, they had this story about over like 100-something teens have committed suicide in Russia by playing this game called the Blue Whale game. So basically, the Blue Whale game is you carry out tasks, right? And then at the end of the game, what you do is you kill yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
What?
So yeah, so basically you go online, and I don't know what the fuck the site is, or I don't know how you get to these people or whatever, but you go online and you join this thing and you say you want to play the game, and then the person on the other end of the line says, "Are you sure?" Because there's no turning back from this game, right? So then they say, you know, okay, you can't tell anybody playing this game. And so they give them different tasks, like they have to like go to different parts of the city and, you know, take photos of them doing certain things. And then there's one part where they have to like carve some like shit in their arm with a knife or some craziness. And then so when you finish all the tasks, you know, and you complete everything, then the last thing you have to do is kill yourself. And that's how you win the game, is when you kill yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I don't know, like, I don't know what the point of this shit is, but this is how crazy it is, where you have people who are so, you know, kids who are so susceptible to the bullshit because it's like they want to feel like they belong to something. You know what I'm saying? They're probably these loners.
Right.
And so what they were saying too was that, and I think they said, you know, allegedly the ringleader of this shit was this like some 21-year-old white dude that was like started all this shit or whatever, allegedly. And what happens is that they would like target, you know, teens that were, you know, troubled teens, or teens that like he would, you know, they would tell like the girls like, oh, you're fat and nobody likes you. You understand? And then they'll tell the guys like, oh, you're a loser and blah, blah, blah. And so basically I think the thought process was, you know, you do all this stuff, and then when you kill yourself, you're going to be like cool in your next lifetime or somewhat, you know, like that cult type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
So that was like I guess the you know, the rationale of what was going on. But I'm just like, yo, that's crazy that this is, you know, this is the type of shit that happened. And the funny part is I could see this shit happening too, because, you know, when teenagers, you know, you got your average teenager in the house and the parents don't know what the fuck is going on, because it's not like the teenagers chill and talk to their parents. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So they go in their room, they lock their bedroom door, they chat with motherfuckers online and shit, and then the parents probably see the kids walking around the house looking all depressed, and they're like, oh, they're just being teenagers, they're just going through some bullshit, whatever. You understand? And the next thing you know, your fucking kid killed themselves in the bedroom. It's like, goddamn. But, you know.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's some shit that's, you know, allegedly been happening. So some people were saying it's like a hoax. And what happened is that they said they already had a high suicide rate in Russia already with teens. So they're saying that, you know, they're not sure if that's connected to this thing or if it's just, you know, that the suicide rate is happening, and they're creating this story for it. So, you know, it's like all this up and down with whatever the hell was going on with it. But anyway, you know, that's been happening over there. So that's, you know, all you Russian people, watch your kids.
I want to say something though. Like, there's a section of the internet that a lot of regular folks don't know about.
Right.
I don't know what it's actually called. I heard somebody refer to it as like the dark internet.
Yeah, the dark web or something like that. Yeah.
The dark web or some shit. But there's a lot of like all that. Like, you think you've seen porn, or you think you've seen certain things. Like, there are a lot of sites where it's just videos upon videos of people committing murder, killing themselves.
Right.
And you only can have access to it if you know certain codes and all this type of shit. So
right.
It's a lot of weird shit going on out there.
Right. It's crazy, man. So, you know, you guys got to be careful. Watch your kids, man, on these damn sites.
See your fucking kids, see?
For real.
Like, don't see your kids and make sure you're a part of their life. And, like, keep them fucking parental locks on their iPads and shit. Man.
No, yeah.
That shit is no fucking joke, straight up.
Pretty much. It's crazy.
It's an idiot. I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
There's a lot that they don't know about life. So all the shit. I mean, imagine. I mean, I still learn about myself every day. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Like, we on here and we're offering the game. We're offering advice. We're offering, life lessons and coaching and things like that. But it's not to say that we're perfect or we know everything. You know what I'm saying? So you're always going to be learning. But imagine. I mean, I'm in my 30s. I'm in my later 30s. So imagine the 16, 17-year-old who don't know shit.
Right.
Who's still worried about looking cool to everybody at school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's really crazy out there.
Mm-hmm. That's real talk, man. So you got to watch them kids, man, for real. So last news story, it's the same shit you always hear. A California high school teacher arrested for allegedly having sex with 3 high school students. And of course, the teacher was a woman. And she looks pretty decent. She looks fuckable. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, I hate hearing these stories. And it's funny because in this story they were like, oh, the victims, and I'm like, the victims, really? Like, I know these little young niggas was loving, dogging the fuck, just fucking the shit out this woman. I don't believe in all that victim shit. Like, if you 16, 17 and your high school teacher wants to bang you and she looks hot, I don't think, somebody just snitched and it was a wrap. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, I wish there was a few of them teachers in my day. Like,
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just like, God, but I'm just like, yo, these women, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm telling you, I remember we talked about this before, where it's these women just want to have control. That's really all it is. That's all that shit is. Right. It's straight control. That's all. It's like they want to feel in control, so that of course they're gonna choose the young dudes. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy. It's so crazy, and that's the part. That's like the paradox of women a lot of times, and especially women nowadays, is that they want control, but they don't want control. So meaning they'll do shit like this because they want control of, of the situation. But then on the flip side, they'll want a man to be dominant and to control the situation in certain situations. So it's like they'll like the control that they're having with those kids, but then at the same time, they don't feel feminine enough. You understand? So then they got to go back to the man, the real dudes, to feel that femininity. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. So I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, all these goddamn.
My thing is, okay, I was going to ask who be telling, but then I figured it must be these niggas like, talking shit after they done fucked the teacher, and then word gets around school. And then you got the girls hear about it, or a girl hear about it who probably likes the kid that the teacher's fucking.
Right.
And then she goes to the parents, and then the parents tell the news.
Right. Exactly.
Fucking terrible. For me, nigga, man, yo, I'm thinking back to a couple of my teachers. Mm-hmm.
I'd have been all up in it.
Junior high school, fucking elementary school, and high school. It's a few teachers that I would have knocked down. You crazy?
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that shit, and I don't know who the fuck is telling, but you know, it is what it is.
You gotta stop telling, man.
Exactly.
Stop telling. Like fuck the teacher, and then wait till you graduate, then tell niggas. Like, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Or at least wait till you turn 18. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's crazy, man. I don't know, but anyway, so. Also, we got a subscriber email real quick before we go on break, but this email is so freaking long. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to give you the gist of what's going on because I read it before the show and I was like, this is a good question, but it's too damn long. But anyway, so in the email, the dude basically wanted to know how to get chicks in fuck buddy situations, because he's saying that what happens is that he'll go out and he'll fuck with girls, but he said it seems like every time he has sex with a chick, she gets clingy and she wants to, like, you know, be on some like boyfriend girlfriend type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So he's like, how do you get it from a chick sort of being clingy and trying to be all up on you as far as like trying to be wifey, and just have it be like a fuck buddy situation where, you know, y'all see each other maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever, and y'all smash. You feel what I'm saying? So he wants to get more women that way, right? And so the thing was, and you know, what I noticed in his email, he was basically saying that he was doing a lot of things, meaning he would, like, you know, go out, take her to dinner, do all this other extra shit. So basically what I noticed is that the reason why these chicks start to be on some wifey shit is because he treating them like girlfriends. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you want a fuck buddy and you want a situation to be a fuck buddy situation, you have to just have sex with them and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? You have to fuck them and leave. Period. You understand? They come over your house, you have sex, and then you could maybe get that chick a glass of water, and then you tell her, okay, you gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? And that's it. That's it. The same thing if you go to her house.
You gotta be careful with the glass of water too.
Exactly.
Right? You gotta give it to her in a dirty cup, right out the tap.
Right.
If it's cold and it's in a clean glass, like she gonna think you being too hospitable.
Right. Nah, for real. You gotta keep that shit extra regular with these chicks on some, yo, we just smashing and that's it. Like, even if you go to her house, you know, you go there, you're like, okay, what's up, blah, blah, blah. You talk to her for like a minute or two, you take them clothes off, y'all start fucking, and then you soon as you nut and the shit is done, you know, you take a breather for like maybe 10 seconds, and you get your ass up, put some pants back on, and then you bounce. That's it.
Don't make sure you don't cuddle, and you gotta watch the way he talks to them too, because
right.
A fuck buddy's exactly that. Like, you gotta deal with her like she's your buddy.
Right.
Like, so, like, if y'all just finished fucking, like, you know, joke around with her and be like, yo, when you was coming, you made a face and you look mad dorky, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
When it's mad, you know, oh, like, yeah, we're just friends and we're cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Like, don't, you know, you gotta watch the way you talk to them.
Mm-hmm. You gotta watch the way you talk to them. You gotta watch the way that you interact. Like, you can't be holding her hand, looking her deep in her eyes, and telling her all this sweet shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't do none of that shit, because what you have to be able to dictate with your actions and your words that this is just fucking. You feel what I'm saying? So that she's clear on that shit. You understand? So she knows that that's all it is. Like, you understand? Because anytime you give her a little inch, she's going to take a mile. She's going to think, you know, like even if you understand, like, even if you said something like, oh, you know, like, let's say I was fucking, and then you was like, oh, let's watch this movie on Netflix. Nah, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to kick her out right after the fucking, because you watching that movie with her on Netflix, and you know, after y'all fucking and y'all hanging out and y'all eating popcorn and you got your arm around her, nah, that's girlfriend shit. Now she's gonna start thinking, oh my goodness, what does this mean? He must really like me. I feel like our relationship is going in another direction, and yada yada yada. And nah, you don't want any of that shit to go down. You feel what I'm saying? It has to be literally Every time y'all meet, y'all fucking, and then after you finish fucking, you bounce. It's that simple.
That's it.
That simple.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like all that other extra shit, you gotta, stop it. You feel what I mean? But anyway, so look, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to get into the topic. We're talking about the difference between chasing and pursuing women. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show. Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to PavionPhoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at PavionPhoto.com. That's PAVION photo.com. PavionPhoto.com. All right, we are back on The Bad Boy Show. And so today's topic, we're talking about the difference between chasing women and pursuing women. All right. So why do we even need to really get into this? And the reason why we need to get into this is because, there's a lot of confusion when it comes to interacting with women and getting girls. You get their number. When should you call? How many times should you call? Should you do this? Should you hit her back? Should you keep going? Should you stop? Should you charge to the game? It's just like, dudes is, they're all over the place with it, right? So first, we got to talk about, what does it mean to chase and what does it mean to pursue a woman, right? So let's talk about pursuing a chick, right? So pursuing a chick basically means where you are going in the direction to try to make something happen with a girl, right? Now, chasing a woman is you continuing to go in that direction once you see she's not cooperating. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, pursuing a chick would be you going up to a girl in the street, you talking to her, you getting her number. You understand what I'm saying? You texting her to set up a date, and then you go on that date. That's pursuing the chick, right? Chasing the chick would be if you go up to a girl, you get her number, and then you text her to go on a date, and then she decides, yeah, I'll go on a date with you, but then she flakes on the last minute. Then you text her again to set up another date, and then she flakes on you again, and then you text her again to try to set up another date, and then you see what I'm saying? You're chasing her now. You feel what I mean? Because she's not cooperating. So the thing is that, you don't want to chase, right? Pursuing is cool because that's what you're going to normally do when you're interacting with, a woman. You understand what I'm saying? But when you're chasing, what happens is that you're doing way too much and the chick is not really responding to you. You're not, she's not really feeling you like that. So then you end up, consistently trying to get at her. You understand what I'm saying? And so you being a man, you should not be chasing any woman at all. You understand what I'm saying? If anything, a woman should be chasing you if anybody's going to be chasing. You understand what I'm saying?
Can you say that again, please?
Exactly. You do not chase any woman at all, ever. Ever. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ever. And see, the reason why, guys get these two things mixed up is because, you have a lot of, coaches out there that will say, oh, don't chase women or don't hoe chase and all this other stuff. And they mix chasing with pursuing. So what happens is that some guys are under the impression that you shouldn't approach a girl or talk to a girl unless she's choosing you. You understand what I'm saying? Unless she's, checking you out. Let's say you're at a party or whatever. They're saying you're not supposed to go and approach this girl unless she's giving you eye contact, right? Unless she's checking you out. You understand? And which I say is total utter bullshit. No, and so they think that if you do go and approach a girl who's not checking you out, they see that as chasing. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not chasing. You're still pursuing. You're in pursue mode. You feel what I'm saying? So once you go and interact with this girl, right? And then if you see if she's actually cooperating, then you're still pursuing. Now, if you go up to this girl and you talk to her and she's not cooperating, and then you keep trying to talk to her, and then like let's say she moves into another room at the house party or something, and you go after her again, then you're chasing. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand the difference between chasing and pursuing. And really the big difference is pursuing is you going in that direction to make something happen and then continuing to go if it's, if the girl's cooperating. Chasing is as soon as she stops cooperating, you keep doing it. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. But you can't be one of those guys who, sit around and wait for a chick to quote unquote choose you by her looking at you and checking you out before you go and approach a woman, and then thinking that chasing her is, going up to her just because she's not, choosing. You feel what I'm saying? And so guys get it mixed up because they feel like, well, I shouldn't go up and say anything to a woman unless she's choosing me. And so that is the thing that, because they think that is chasing. You feel what I'm saying? They think that if a woman's not choosing and then you go and approach her, that means you're chasing. No, you're still pursuing. You're still approaching. You're still going up and talking to make something happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And on top of that, what most guys don't understand is that a lot of times women need to be able to interact with you in order to get a real feel to see if they're feeling you. So sometimes a chick won't even choose you until after you approach her. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So,
I was going to say that. Like, I mean, I don't know the percentage, but I would say that a lot of the time when a chick is choosing you, you shouldn't really feel that comfortable about it. No, I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't really trust a lot of the decision making of females. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm happy that you chose me because you cute or whatever, but I don't know if you're making the right choice or the right decision based on the right shit. Because again, females do everything off of emotion.
Right.
You understand? So she could be just looking at my jeans or the way I wear my shades, or if I got on jewelry or my haircut.
Right.
Just be making the decision based off of emotion. But that's why you still, even if she chose you, you still got to talk to the broad.
Right,
you know
right.
You still got to talk to her. Like, just because the chick comes up to you at the club or the bar and starts talking to you, or she says, hey, hello first, doesn't mean you automatically buy her a drink.
Right.
So you gotta actually feel valid. She still needs to be qualified.
Right. Now, real talk, real fucking talk, and that's the thing, and that's where the pursuit comes in, because this is the thing. See, guys get it twisted. They think that when you talk about pursuing, it almost sounds like a lot of simp shit, because that's where a lot of guys take it. You understand what I'm saying? In the situations, meaning they'll get with a girl and then they'll roll out the red carpet for her. They'll wine and dine her, buy her expensive dinners, and do all this other crazy shit. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that that's what it sounds like, and if it sounds like you're going all out. Nah, you understand what I'm saying? What's happening within that pursuing time is that you should still always be evaluating her. You understand what I'm saying? Like at every step of the situation, you need to be evaluating her. You understand? So the thing is that you have to see, because you're evaluating how much she's cooperating. You are, you're seeing like what type of chick she is and all this other stuff. See, the problem is that guys get a lot of wrong information where they think that, okay, well, this girl isn't being responsive. I guess I just got to try harder. I got to build more attraction. I got to, build more rapport with her. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, now you're fucking chasing. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, women don't even like being chased. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you chasing basically means that you are continuing to try to get with a chick who's not feeling you. You understand what I'm saying? So she doesn't like being chased because she doesn't like you trying to get at her because she don't like you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she's not feeling you like that. So now you just become another guy that she has to, instead she has to change her name in her phone to don't pick up. You feel what I'm saying? Or ignore this guy or block this dude. You feel what I'm saying? That's what happens when you start chasing. See, the thing is that women actually like to do the chasing. You understand what I'm saying? Women actually like to be able to, have to get at a guy because that makes them even more attracted to the guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, chicks like all that, like, extra shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so for example, let's say you're the type of dude who's real busy, right? Which you should be, right? So you're real busy. This chick's trying to get at you, right? But you can't really see her today. You understand what I'm saying? And you're like, you know what? Maybe next week I'll hit you up next week and see what's popping, right? But then you got so busy that you sort of like, you sort of just, it slipped your mind or whatever to holler at the chick or whatever. Or you just was like, I gotta handle this shit. And then now she's hitting you up saying, hey, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. Right? Now she's chasing you. Women like that because when they get you, they feel like, they've invested all that time and energy to actually make it happen. So when it does happen, right, then they feel if it's like a more stronger connection in their eyes. You understand what I'm saying? They're more attracted to you now because they were able to chase you. You understand? But see, the thing is, if you're chasing a woman, she's almost looking at you like you're crazy because she's saying to herself on a subconscious level, I'm supposed to be chasing you. Like, what are you chasing me for? You understand what I'm saying? What are you trying to, like, why are you trying to get at me like that? It's the equivalent of, like, a job, like stalking a person that could be a potential employee. It's like somebody at fucking, I don't know, some company, some Fortune 500 company, stalking some dude every night that's trying to look for a job. He's like, hey, shouldn't I be the one coming to you with my resume? Like, what's going on here? This is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, what's going on with you? You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, she should be the one chasing you because the thing is that, you being a man, right? You have so much to offer this chick, which is why she should be the one trying to get at you. See, this is the part of the game that dudes don't understand is that you being a man, you have so much to offer a chick, right? And this is why she should be the one coming at you. When you're pursuing a chick, right? What you're doing is that you're doing her basically a favor. You're doing her a solid by saying, look, since I'm the man and I have to kick this shit in motion, I'm giving you the opportunity to deal with me so that we can maybe make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what pursuing is. You understand? That's you saying, okay, I'm choosing to even approach you and talk to you to give you the chance to date a man, which is me. You understand what I'm saying? In order for you to get what you want. You feel what I'm saying? And in turn, I'm going to get what I want because, I'm doing what I need to do on my end. But now you have to be able to be the type of woman who's worthy enough for me to continue to make this thing happen. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happens is that if the chick starts acting goofy or she's fucking, being on some bullshit and whatever, and then you continue to try to get at her, then that's when it becomes into chasing territory. And again, she's not going to be feeling that because she's looking at you like you're fucking insane. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's like somebody being at a job and they keep fucking up and they just never get fired. You're like, I'm trying to get fired here and this motherfucker won't lay me off. He won't, you understand what I'm saying? And this is what the chick is doing. Because if you notice, a lot of times when you try to chase a chick, right? And she is not, she's being on some wishy-washy shit. You ever notice like she'll do just straight disrespectful shit like again and again? And to see like, okay, is this guy really going to get the picture? You understand what I'm saying? Because women are not fucking forward with their shit. You got to understand that. Women are not straightforward. They're not going to say to you, hey, I don't like you. Stop calling me, blah, blah. And some will, but most won't. So they're going to do a lot of passive aggressive shit to get you to stop trying to chase them. You feel what I'm saying? So So you got to understand that, like, so, you know, understand that women don't want to be chased. They want to be the one who does the chasing. You understand? And so the thing is that you got to understand that pursuing actually turns into chasing when the chick is, you know, not feeling you and you keep going. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. You understand? So, you know, you guys got to understand that aspect of the game, because if you keep trying to fucking chase this chick, and what it does to you is that it fucks with your self-esteem. You feel what I'm saying? It fucks with your situation. And then what happens is, and this happens to a lot of guys, is that you get into a flow of thinking that this is the norm when you deal with women. So then you end up starting to chase a whole bunch of other chicks. You feel what I'm saying? You start to...
I think a good rule of thumb is to say, like, pursuing is easy and chasing becomes hard and frustrating.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, cause when you're pursuing a chick, it's like you're simply letting her know, like, yo, like, you know, I'm in the process of qualifying you, and it's just up to you to act right for us to get this thing going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then so it's like you set it up for her to act accordingly, so y'all can get something going. But
exactly.
When you're chasing, it's like you're going out of your way to, like, call her to set up a date, flaking, and things keep coming up, and maybe we can reschedule for next week, and you're like, okay, no problem. And
right.
When it starts to get a little bit, when it starts to get frustrating, or it seems like an issue, you gotta let that shit slide, son.
Right.
Just like when I met with the dude, like, yo, like, I provide a service. Oh, and as a matter of fact, you gotta understand, I was referred to somebody. You understand?
Right.
It's not like he just saw an ad in the newspaper and called me up and said, yo, meet me so we can discuss this or that. No. He was referred by somebody. So that means the person who I did my services for was satisfied and was willing to tell him about me. You understand?
Right.
That means I come pre-qualified. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how you should feel as a man. You come up to a woman, you introduce yourself, y'all talk a little bit, you let her know what you're. That's why, again, we reiterate, knowing what you're about is key. So you present yourself in a certain way. You know that you have a certain you have a certain amount of value and quality within yourself to offer to her, and then you let her know that she's being qualified. So
right.
Everything after that should be easy. You see what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
If she starts flaking, or if she starts telling you, well, you know, I used to date rappers in the industry.
Right.
I don't know about this and that. And she, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if she start giving you a bunch of lips and acting like she's better than or whatever, shorty, I'm not gonna chase you.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
Not gonna chase you. Like pursuing is just like, yo, you're putting it on the table and you letting her know what it is.
Right.
But chasing is something else. When she starts talking back to you and acting crazy, and it starts to become a problem. You gotta leave that shit go. Right,
and that's what we talk about when we talk about basically charging these chicks to the game, because the thing is that when you pursue, you're given the opportunity for things to go down. So it's like you're doing your thing and she should be doing her thing as far as cooperating. Now, as soon as she stops cooperating and then you continue to try to give her attention and try to get at her, that's chasing. But see, it should never get to chasing, because you should have charged it to the game before it even got to chasing. It should basically, it's like this. It should be pursue, then charge it to the game. You understand what I'm saying? And chasing should be a thing that never happens. You feel what I'm saying? So if you go from pursuing to chasing, that means you skipped the part of charging her to the game. You feel what I'm saying? And that means you fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? You fucked up. That's it. That's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me give an example real quick, right? Let me give an example. Like, you have to understand in the game, like, you know, you're just meeting a person, right? And everybody's life is different. So there will be times where you make a date with a chick and she can't make it, or she'll have to cancel, right?
Right.
But here's something that you should look for. If a girl calls
Right.
Because it's a good rule of thumb that you know you chasing a bitch when she calls you and tells you she can't make it, and that's all she has to say.
Exactly.
But when a chick calls you up and say, "Yo, I'm so sorry, but this thing came up, so I can't make it Thursday, but I'm free on Friday, and I would still love to meet with you."
Right.
That's when you can say, "All right, well, you know, you're gonna have to pay for the drinks because blah blah blah, you owe me or whatever."
Right.
Canceling the first joint, whatever. You understand? But that's still like you're in a better position because she's still coming at you like, "Yo, I'm truly." It's more believable because it's like, "Yo, I'm truly sorry I can't be with you on Thursday. However, I am free on Friday and da 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 da." But when
right.
he calls you up and says, "Yo, I'm sorry, but I can't make it on Thursday,"
and that's it.
And that's it.
Right.
Like, and then you gotta be like, "Oh, so what are you doing on Friday?
Right.
What are you doing on Saturday? Maybe Monday." That's when you chase it, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta be real careful how it goes down. You gotta be real careful how it goes down.
Mm-hmm. Real fucking talk, man. Real fucking talk.
And sometimes, for me, I don't give a fuck. When a bitch cancels the first time, I still charge it because I'm like that. Like,
right.
I already don't have time for bitches. So
right. Exactly.
When
but see,
cancels, I keep the shit moving.
Right.
But if it's a chick that you pursuing and y'all got a connection, maybe the first time y'all met and y'all talked, you saw something there, and she has to cancel.
Right.
Make sure she's with that follow up date to meet with you because if she's not, you gotta charge her. You know
right. Right. And see, I feel you on that shit.
Real quick. If she uses the word rain check, that doesn't constitute a backup plan.
Right. It's
when a bitch says rain check, that does not constitute a backup plan. A backup plan is when she literally says another date and time that she'll be available to me.
Exactly.
But when she uses the word rain check, charge that bitch automatically.
Pretty much. Pretty fucking much. You feel what I'm saying?
Because if you as a man, if you set a fucking date and she can't make it, it's up to her if she's interested in you to fucking come up with that backup plan and that backup date. But if you have to then say after she cancels, you have to come up and then say, "Well, what about this day or what about that day?"
Right.
That means you're doing way too much.
Right, and that's the chasing. That's chasing right there. You feel what I'm saying? That's actually chasing because, like you said, you said to her, "Yo, we're gonna do this on this day," and she agreed. You feel what I'm saying? So now she's saying, "Oh, I can't make it," and if she just leaves it at that, and then you say, "Oh, well, how about this? How about that?" Then basically you're chasing because the point of you pursuing is that within the realm of pursuing, she has to cooperate. That's where the pursuing comes in. So by her saying, "Oh, I can't make it," that's already on cooperation right there. That's not her cooperating. Now her saying and saying another day, that's her jumping back into the cooperation. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's her saying, "Oh, my bad, I fucked up. So can we do this? Blah 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 blah. I know I fucked up, so I really want to see you. So let's make this happen this day." You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is that actually what's happening is when a woman says that, what she's doing is she's hoping that you agree to that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you could say to this chick, "Nah." You understand what I'm saying? You could be like, she'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't make it Thursday. Can we see each other Friday?" "No, I'm good. I'm good, bitch. Get out of here. Peace. You lost. We're done." You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say that. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that she's in hopes that you will actually say yes because she fucked up the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Because she actually wants to see you, which is why she's trying to set up a different day. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand that shit. You got to understand that. So, you guys got to understand, the difference between you chasing a chick and actually pursuing a chick. Because a lot of times what happens is, like we were saying earlier, a lot of these guys end up missing out on dealing with women because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to chase girls. I don't, you know, they'll see a girl in the street and they want to approach her because they're like, I don't want to chase a chick. And I'm like, no, that's not chasing. That's pursuing. You should go up and talk to her. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, oh, but I got to wait till she's checking me out. I got to wait till she's choosing me. Nah, nigga, go and approach the chick. That's what you should be doing. Now, once you approached her, then you see how she's acting. You understand what I'm saying? Once she start being on some bullshit, then you charge it to the game. And if you are continuing to, you know, try to get at her while she's being on some bullshit, that's when you're chasing, and that's what you should never do. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's really that simple. You feel me? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. Miles, you got anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Hey, yo, we gotta talk about the Bad Boy membership. We gotta talk about the seminar.
Exactly.
We gotta talk about a couple things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So guys, you got to make sure that you get tickets to the Bad Boy Seminar. Make sure you click the link below this video to get tickets. It's on March 25th, so it's at the end of this month. Make sure you guys come to the seminar. It's going to be in Times Square, New York City, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You need to get tickets. It's going to be off the chain. I'm going to be there. Miles is going to be there. Amina Zena is going to be there. I know a lot of y'all guys want to meet Amina Zena, so come through. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be off the hook. Also, make sure you guys go and join the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com right now to join the membership because the game is so freaking heavy on there. And also, the Bad Boy Seminar is going to be on the Bad Boy membership. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're like in London, because I had a few cats from London hit me up and they was like, yo, I can't make it because I'm in London. You can, you know, watch the Bad Boy Seminar on the Bad Boy membership. So this is why you want to join the Bad Boy membership, because the Bad Boy Seminar is going to be so heavy. The shit is going to be so crazy that you do not want to miss it. You feel me? So, you know, yeah, man. Anything else you want to add, Miles, before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Know your worth, man. Know your fucking worth, man. Don't be letting these bitch ass niggas try to talk you out of your shit.
Exactly.
don't let that shit go down. Don't let these bitch ass niggas and these bitch ass bitches try to talk you out of your shit, man. Know what you're about when you step to somebody, man. For real.
Exactly. You feel me? So that's it, guys. We are out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. Later.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.